Sophie, a pretty chaotic game this afternoon against Park View. We've ended up 6-3 winners in the end. Just how is everyone feeling after that?
Yeah, I think a little bit of a mixed game. Obviously, we kind of won the first half quite clearly, and then we made some change in the second half, things like that. And we did get a little bit stretched, but yeah, still to kind of go out there and put 6 goals in, and I think there could have potentially been a few more goals in there for us also. Still in a good place. It's that last pre-season game, so you're still just working out some kinks and fixing a few things, but nice. It's always good to get a win, even if it does open up and get a little bit scrappy in there.
And of course pre-season's always kind of busy and kind of hectic really, so just compared from the beginning of pre-season to now, is there anything that you've learned, or are you in a confident position heading into the start of the season next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think as a group, the group's come together. We spoke about how we've brought in some new players and things like that, and I think everybody's really integrated in together really well. We've got positive kind of atmosphere going on in there, and I think that's where, when you take it in and if you're in tough games, that's only going to help us come out in a better position. And then tactically we've been able to layer things in and just kind of keep learning some things in there, tweaking every week, and I think it puts in a really good spot heading into next week.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned the first half being quite dominant from our perspective. That must be something you're really pleased with, obviously.
Yeah, obviously it's great to come out and kind of win a half like we've said, but I think when you can start the first half really strong, I think there's a lot of positives in that. Again, obviously, we conceded the goal, but there was a little bit of just miscommunication in there, and for me they're easy fixes, so I don't necessarily look at it and take it as, oh my goodness, we've got tons to fix. I think it's a real positive for us.
Yeah, and of course after being in such a commanding lead heading into the second half, I guess there are things to be learned from that as well. Obviously, how the team reacts to being so far ahead, whether they get complacent or whatever. So again, it's just things that the team can learn from heading into the season.
Yeah, 100%. And we did make a few changes at half time and headed in just with slightly different focus. And obviously credit to Park View, they'd obviously made a couple of changes too, and just how they came out. So sometimes that's how the game goes, but we allowed it to get slightly stretched. But I think we still kind of obviously come away with the win.
And of course all of this leads into next week, the start of the real season, I guess. A way to spend more time. Is there just any sense of excitement within the squad ahead of what will be another really competitive campaign?
Yeah, just obviously first game for the first team. Everybody's excited. There's the good buzz of that. It was good that we was able to get this game in this week when the rest of the league was starting. So now everyone's just up for it, excited for it, and I think ready to hit the ground running really.